Everyone, welcome to the live. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It to You Straight live from somewhere in New Jersey. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, as we call it here in the United States. Have a yummy, happy, healthy day. Let's get into the racy vibration oracles. And by raising your vibration, you shift your conscious. You have a whole level of understanding. The more you raise your vibration, the happier you feel, the more connected you feel to life, to our existence as the human race. Understand that your mind is connected to many, many, many things. It's not just you. And so, yeah, let's get started. All 12 zodiac signs. Today is Tuesday, September 16th. Let's find out what the oracles are. Just a quick message. We project, a lot of times we project and we react, meaning that our emotions onto others, okay? It's all about remembering not to blame no one. We are responsible for our emotions, and when we don't understand our emotions, you know. So let's shift those. Let's have a shift of consciousness today. The divine has blessed you one more time, and you should all be so blessed. Let's step into the sacred and divine spirit of all there is. And let's see what the energy looks like as you reach a higher level of consciousness, meaning that you expand your awareness. All right, you start, because we are high vibrational anyway, but a lot of the times here in this physical realm, which this is what this represents, we get caught up with, a lot of the things that, that are not so good. Okay, and just to remind ourselves that we all have issues. We all got our the emotional self, and the capacity to experience and express emotions, and how we express those emotions. Let's go ahead from Aries to Pisces. Let's see here what the message is with the raise your vibration. The more you raise your vibration, you show the universe a new vibration, it'll show you a miracle. All right? Show the universe a new cause and effect. One more. Hello, Hario Harahim. Malina. Hi, Malina. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy blessed Tuesday. Let's go ahead. One more. Aries through Pisces. In that order. Raise your vibration. Oracles. How do I raise my vibration? Easy. Practicing gratitude. Opening, sending that spirit of gratitude. Hey, Diva, Yana. It is good morning. It is good morning. How are you doing? It is not what you're doing. It is good morning. And how are you doing? How are you? Here we go. One more. We got to get out of that low vibrational energy. One more. If you come up in here, make sure that your greet is warm and inviting. Be receptive. Have reciprocity. All right? When you reciprocate like that, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right? G5, thank you for the comment. Let's go ahead and raise your vibration. Go back to go and learn something new, G5. Feeling fear is a code for love, Aries. I'm going to move forward quickly because I would like to answer some of your questions. Trust your wisdom. Trust the wisdom within. All right? Had to have that heart and mind coherence. How to expand our consciousness, our awareness. How we know how to get out of the imposter syndrome. Okay? Highlighting doing something different here. But trust in the wisdom within. When the wisdom within stays, safe, we don't react to certain things. We understand that we are connected to many, many other things. All right. Let's go ahead to, that's for Taurus. Taurus. Let's go to Gemini. Gemini. Facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. Tell me what 2 months that were recently added to the calendar. Let's go ahead. 2 months that were easy. I don't think so. 2 months that were recently added to the calendar. The Gregorian calendar? Which calendar you're talking about? Which calendar you're talking about? Do you know what calendar we under? You listen. Go ahead. Come with another one. So, Gemini, by you facing your shadow, the shadows is supposed to be integrated. It's not about, it's because look, facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. When we face our shadow, when we have this therapeutic practice, okay, in your world, this is how much you know. Tell me tell me what the star represents. Tell me about the first chemical string. Tell me about stuff like that. Tell me about that. Tell me how fertilization happens in this earth. Go ahead. I want to have some questions for you. Okay? According to your knowledge, go back in ancient history and learn some things. Okay? Let's go to the first chemical string. How about that? I'm going to give you some hard ones. That is too easy. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead to Cancer. Cancer, I call back my power. Call back your power from old lifetime timelines. Okay? People that you might place your power on, giving your power away. Sometimes we do that on the unconscious level, which represents something that we are not aware of, or the unconscious represents something that we come in. Okay, hey Laura, I was sleeping. Good for you, Armani. You can't magic God's will away, and a tarot will never tell you when. Okay, I like these. Ooh, I love it. Or Mane. What is God to you? How do you see God? Who is God to you? Okay? What does God mean to you? Who is God? Have you seen God? Have you talked to God? Have you connected? Have you connected? You're living, everybody here, Ormani, living in fear. Living in fear. You're not very well educated, so please go. Either you stay here and learn and get education, okay? Go back to when the G and the O and the D, since we had our English language that come from England for the last 1,600 years. Get the G, get the O, and get the D. What was the first words that were created here? All right? If we didn't have G-O-D, why would we name this thing called God? If we didn't have the letter G, the letter O, and the letter D, if it wasn't called God, what was it called? What would it be called? That's what you need to be learning. Okay? And here goes who created the calendar. The Egyptians created the calendar. Okay? And then it was taken over by the Greeks. And then after the Greeks, the Romans. And then we have the Gregorian calendar. Okay? So learn something. Okay? The only thing you got is calendar. Go back to the first chemical string and then you can speak to me. Then you can talk to me. All right? And or deny if the word God, if there was no word God, right? Because we have our English language for the last 1,600 years. What would it be called? What this thing that's so powerful, that's vast as consciousness? If you don't know what this is, what is this? What is this black thing here? What is that? You guys are in the right channel. I'm not easily intimidated. All right? Magic away by tarot. You don't even know what you're talking about. Get out of here. Stay here and get educated. All right? But anyway, Cancer, call back my power. Okay? And the same with G5. Oh, who created the calendar? I got better things to worry about who created the calendar. You stuck on kindergarten. Come in and graduate a little bit. With that being said, Cancer, I want you to call back your power. All right. If you guys are stuck in fear, living in fear that you're gonna burn in this lake of fire and all this crazy, stupid nonsense, dealing with demons. Remember what you think you bring about. If you stay in that mindset, I feel sorry for you. You have been fooled. You have been bamboozled. Okay? Stop living in fear. I don't let fear dictate me. Fear, I use it when fear sets in, I turn that into power. I turn that into strength. Okay? So know who God is, first of all. Okay? Know about the light and the dark. Listen, go please educate. Listen, don't really care. I was in Leo. Leo, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, Leo? Whatever you're going through, Leo, God always opens a way. This vast consciousness that's yet to be discovered because nobody understands. Our mind that is limited to the mind of God, of all there is, the fragment that he gave us was the logos, the mind. Okay? God is universal. All right. So when you understand that the light and dark, because see, the Christian version, the way they explain it, if you read your Bible, you understand when God created of itself, it created light and dark. But since nobody really know how we got here to this physical here on planet Earth, okay. So the first thing we could say, fertilization happened through water through the first chemical string. So when you understand the fundamental building block of everything, because at the end of the day, everything is encased in darkness, right? So the antimatter that reaches all through all the universe is in darkness. And the only thing that we know for sure, the photons that are in the orbs and the clusters, how amazing the universe is. All right, please educate. Don't not in here. You will not come in here. You will not. You better make sure you got the Bible read. You better know about the ancient Egyptians. You better go back. I'll take you back to Atlantis. I'll take you back to some stuff that I will blow your mind away. So please, when you step in here, make sure that you know who created that, who created the zodiac calendar. All right? Who, what is the 12 tribe scenario? Why are we here? Okay? When you step up in here, you better be prepared. Don't come up in here like that. And when you introduce yourself here, good morning. How can I help you today? All right? Let's go ahead. And so Leo, where there's a will, there's a way. So this is all about expanding your consciousness, becoming more aware, all right? Transcending the limitation of the ego. When you expand here, you will find a different way. You have to find a new mindset shift. Your consciousness. Remember that your mind is connected to many, many other things. All right. And it's just not us. So if we don't open ourselves to have new experiences, it's always going to be the same way. You're always going to wind up doing the same thing. But when you ask and you sit and you ask and you connect, there's always new opportunities and new ways of doing things. Okay. Just because it's not working right now doesn't mean that there's not a way. But you have to choose, When God divided itself, it gave us two choices, right? And when God created everything, he named everything good. So nothing in this world is neither natural or natural. Everything that happens in this world is from basically the transmulation or transformation of one thing to another, all right? So let's go ahead to, anyway, there's so much more here for Leo, but I'm going to keep going. Clear your karma, Virgo. Virgo, there is some karma that you might be carrying. But Virgo, in your sixth house, I don't think there's a lot going on there. So if you don't create no more karma, you won't get any more karma. So basically, now, today when we're learning the things that we do that we're not aware of, and it's not to hurt anybody, right? Karma is a simple thing that that they deem the bad things, either cheating, lying, stealing, all those things that somebody does and they think that it's not going to catch up, but then it catch up to you. All right. So make sure that you tell the truth. So when we clear the karma, what happens is that we start looking at our self-interest and we start doing things, for the community, charity. How do I clear my karma? One of the ways is focusing on how do I serve other people. That's one of the ways to clear the karma, to give back, and you see things will start changing around because you don't want to bring that karma, it'll follow you. Is God, from God's grasp, nothing gets unnoticed. Like it'll pull you in. Like you will be able to pay. You're gonna be able to pay that karma back faster if you start doing things outside of my self-interest. All right, just go out in your community and do something for your community. Start there. All right, give some of that back. And happy birthday to all the Virgo. It is safe for you to love, to shine. And that is for Libra, the balance between right, you're all about that balance and one fairness and justice, being impartial, unbiased, always finding a way for other people. But it is safe for you to shine. It's time to step into the spotlight. Okay, don't be afraid to do that. And if you feel that being in the spotlight or getting that public appraise or however it goes, feels cringy or however the word is, cringy. If public appraise or public praise feels cringy, just take a highlight reel, document stuff, take log, so you don't have to feel like, man, I'm an imposter, I shouldn't be getting this recognition. If you don't like being in the spotlight, it's always good to celebrate yourself. All right, so shine except wherever you at. With that being said, let's go ahead and move forward to um, Scorpio, you got your divine facet of the universe. So by the divine facet, all right, because we're multi-dimensional anyway, some of the aspects that we have, right, well, we got clusters, we got black holes, we got orbs, we got comets and moons and planets and dwarf planets and asteroids, and you're connected to that. So the facet of that, but in the human nature, this talks about the aspect that involves your beliefs about your higher power, purpose, and connection, your spiritual self, your emotional self, your capacity to experience and express emotions, your physical self, your relationships, your experiences, your life events, and yada, yada, yada. But so you understand that you are a divine facet of the universe and that you're connected to many, many other things and how you can contribute, okay? That you're a star. Basically, we are made from the same stardust. Like we're stardust. We're made from the same elements. So we carry every element. So when you get the magician, it's the element. You're looking at the periodic table and understanding how one element changes into another. Okay? And you are part of this divine facet in the universe. Okay? So here we are in the material realm, all right? How to bridge that gap between the physical and the material world and the manifestation spiritually, okay? That represents grounded and beginning and rooted in our true nature. Okay, so from the first sign of consciousness, which was the neutron star, how we get here in this physical body, because the body's just a robe. Life is this stage, this theater, all right. But the body's a robe that we change each and every time. But anyway, from the page to the king. Let's go ahead to take the world, the way of your world. Take the world, the weight of the world of your shoulders, Sagittarius. Okay, so a lot of times we want to do a lot of things. We want to carry so much because we're strong. So competence becomes, because we limited ourselves, right? Because a lot of times we want to do so many things, all right, and think, oh, I'm strong. Just because we're good at doing things don't mean that they're good for us to do or take on so much responsibility is what they're trying to say to you, all right? By asking for help, basically, okay? One of the way, because just imagine if you're trying to do maybe something spiritual here, if you have so much to carry, you have so much burden. Hey, Cancer. Hey, Arts. Welcome to the live. So, take the weight of the world of your shoulders is what they're saying. You got calling your power back. Call your power back. You maybe unconsciously gave your power away at some point. Okay. Remember, your energy, your Cancer represents that sign that is full of, a lot of power and energy when it comes to the zodiac sign. All right, your cardinal sign, so you have this power. So the charging your batteries is basically, all right. So anyway, just call your power. If you don't know how you call back your power, sometimes it's good to sit and ask the universe, converse, however you understand God to be in your life. And so, yeah. All right. So that's what you got. I call back my power from old lifetime timelines, all places that I've been this week, this month. Call back your energy. It lingers on. Remember, we are made of light and energy. Okay, at least from spirit standpoint. So anyway, call back your power is what they're saying to you. Okay. And remember that although you are a water sign, you also carry that cardinal energy. If you understand the crab, okay, the crab is like a hermit because it goes in hiding, right? Because it has to protect It's eggs, the babies. All right, and it goes once a year, and it got to be there before between the first quarter, or I think no, I believe it's the second quarter. I'm sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. And it doesn't want to get carried away, so it stays when the tides are really low. Okay, that happens right before the last quarter and the waning crescent that we're under right now. So the you might be a little bit depleted because of that energy. Understand that. All right. I miss being a girl in my other life. Oh, really? Oh, that is so cool. I love that. So when you understand the crab, the what the crab does every year, especially the Australian red crab, all right, that travels miles and it leaves 3 weeks, to release the eggs out into the ocean because fertilization happens in the water. So the crab goes at a certain time. It doesn't want to get carried away with the emotions, with the water, the tides, the highs and lows. So that's why it goes and release those eggs at that time. But anyway, call back your power, especially under this waning crescent. If you feel your batteries feel low, or it depends on when you was born. So if you born, you might have a lot of energy. Just watch your energy and how you release, your energy. And remember, you represent the home, you represent the mother, and how how to build from that, how to release, maybe not letting go of kids or letting go of children. All right. You're July 16, 1993. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're close. You're closer to a Leo. Nice. All right. So call back your power. If you want me to give you a tarot card, I could go ahead because I only got a few minutes here. Please, people, if you walk up in here, I'm not the one. Make sure that you walk up in here very well versed. Make sure that you know who God is before you throw it at me. Please do not throw that at me. Please do not come in here with darkness because I will bring light. I will bring light and truth to you. Okay? Do not. I say it very clearly. I say it very clearly. Educated tarot reader. I'm not the one. I'm not sitting there. Blah, 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 blah. I don't do that. All right? Let's go ahead. You are not. This is not where you're at. Arts. I want to be able to keep. I want to be able to keep my lives up. Arts. Let's find out here. I miss being a girl. My daughter is a Cancer, so yeah. One more. Let's see here. My daughter's a Cancer. Oh, mother. I call her mother. Well, at one point, I used to call her Mother Hug. She was like, I feel like she was always my mom. So protective. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Ooh. Let's go ahead. One more. One more. For you. Take it. Oh, I think. No, wow. And thank you. All right, so you got the 3 of Swords, and you got the 8 of Wands. Yeah, she was Mother Hubbard. So you got the 3 of Swords, okay? I don't know if you had a recent job separation here or a romantic partner. I don't know what you're going through, okay? But they want you to watch your heart. Remember that the heart is constantly under this battlefield, all right? It's constantly. So watching our heart and protecting that energy. Remember that everything flows from the heart. You're actually to engage in a community that is going through, I don't know, whatever you're going, or you're here to heal others. All right. However, you're going to understand what I'm about to give you here. Okay. Or there could be a separation from home here. All right. I don't know if you feel this connection from home. You left home early, or a lot of cancers do. All right. But this 3 of Swords is a pain. It's a separation. It's a betrayal. Understanding that the heart is always under constant battle. To have a choice between heart and mind coherence. All right. How to change your vibration. How to get to a frequency. All right. Without getting caught up with a lot of the emotions. All right. Only because, a lot of times that when we see Because remember that the brain is encased in darkness. It doesn't know anything until we introduce the senses here. All right. So whatever's going on, because you got the four of wands. All right. And I don't know if you've been through this heartbreak, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you another deck real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right. Yeah, cancers are but it's because that's what they do. They protect the babies until they go and release them out in the water. All right. Oh, you're having a heartbreak. Oh, okay. You had it already? Because I'm picking up the enemy. Remember, when it comes to the spirit, there is no separation. We are connected to this beautiful consciousness, this field, the fundamental building block of everything, as we know, light and dark, as we constantly between this balance here of light and dark. Let's see. All right. I don't know. I mean, the Eight of Wands is the energy of rapid thoughts, fiery thoughts that go through your mind, a lot of ideas. Okay. Oh, that's where you're at. Oh, okay. Because they listen when they show me stuff quickly. All right. Because I'm like, what is going on here? All right. Because I see somebody leaving. This is like I'm separating. It could be a job or it could be me leaving here and looking for. Because it's like the Eight of Wands, but like the Eight of Cups, right? Oh, paranoia. One more. Here we go. Let's see what else they're giving you. The Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. One more. One more. Thank you. All right. It's like you trying to. There's somebody that's trying to avoid. There's somebody that's trying to avoid conversations, or I want to confront somebody, but I don't know how to do it, or the connection. All right. So you got the Three of Pentacles. It's about finding common ground here, and by common ground, it's the first step in resolving any disagreements that you may have. All right, and it helps you bridge the gap. Look, they gave it to you twice. That's why I wanted to confirm the energy. They gave it to me like this. I haven't done that in a while. Okay, how to bridge the gap? Because to understand that all families are gonna have this experience. All right, we all gonna be like this path that we're gonna choose. There's words that we're gonna say. Remember, swords, they represent my thought, my actions, and my communication. All right, and when we find common ground, it gives us even if we don't completely have reached an agreement with the person that hurt you, whether it's a connection here with a partner, right? Yeah, this is for you. Yeah. All right. Even the Two of Cups. You got to look at your values. If you value connection, and having somebody reliable, steady relationship, somebody that have mutual, what we share mutually and what we share separated. By acknowledging your shared beliefs and interests and building on that and comfort and trust, right, which is going to strengthen the overall relationship here. All right, because this is looking through how can we connect? How can we do this? Because there's a lot of times a lot of insecurities here. All right, are we right for each other? We got to speak about the money. I didn't see no money here. What is the basis problem here? Because this is about finding my family, expanding, and joyful reunions. You understand me? We got to understand that there's no perfect family. How do I strengthen my relationship? How do I find common ground, middle ground? Okay. When we trying to work on the love, okay, having conversations. There's a lot of controversy here. All right, who's right, who's wrong, mutual respect, the money. I don't see money here. I see a lot of action. I see a lot of, yeah, I'm happy. I see a lot of celebration here. I see there could have been, let me tell you something right now. There could have been here a planning of, I'm going to go there. I don't want to go there, but they gave it to me again. All right. I don't know if you recently had like a death in the family. I'm sorry. I don't know when you talk about this, but that's what's coming up here. There could be, or maybe because of somebody that died. All right. Because this is not only weddings. This also represents funerals. All right. And making that together again. All right. Remember, the swords are very deep. So whatever you're going through here, whether you're planning an event, a marriage here, whatever. Oh, okay. Because this represents weddings and but it also but because I got it twice. Oh no, I got the 6 of Wands. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was not the 4. That was the 6 of Wands. All right. I'm so sorry. I thought that was a 4. All right. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to move quickly here because I only have 10 more minutes. I do apologize. All right. But anyway, that's a wedding. Okay. Then after that, I'm moving in together. Is there more family that lives? Maybe they didn't want that. Maybe you want to have your immediate family, which is the person, whoever's gonna get married, whether it's you or somebody, to move away. All right, to start a family away from my family. All right, I'm from especially where I live at because this is moving away because this is a card of instant. I want this now. I want it to happen. Things are going well. There's a lot of opportunities here because the 8 of Wands is all about moving forward and finding that you understand me. So, but at the end of the day, marriage is about balancing and about working through things and again finding the balance between work, home life, my time with you, my time with other people, friendships. Oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, okay. Because that's why. I'm sorry. Because like I said, I thought this was the. I thought that was the 4. I'm like, wait a minute. Because a lot of times when they give it to me, I do work outside of here, and a lot of times when I get that, that's what they're telling me. So that happens so many times. All right, you moving. That's what is going on. Oh, all right. So you're moving away. All right, so then listen, there's a conflict here or trying to avoid a conversation here. Don't avoid the conversation. All right? Take that leap of faith. I don't know if you're also worrying about a job here, okay, or doing something online here. I didn't get no major arcanas, but I'm looking over here. All right? There's a career here in teaching, power plants, electricity, social media, okay? Careers in sales, computers, phone, internet, things like that. Yeah, but because I'm getting all, I got this here too. All right, I'm just looking from over here. I'm trying to see what other anything they're trying to say to you. Yeah, but I see you taking a leap of faith. I don't know if you guys have got a dog or trying to buy a dog here, some companion, but you got careers here. Nothing, you got nothing to worry about, but just an inner conflict between choosing, right? Because this not only represents this represents so many things, not between love, heartbreak, but the separation here. Okay, so this has been great. All right, sweetie, listen, come back tomorrow. I have to go. People, when you come up in here, be mindful. I'm not the one. Educate yourself before you come here and throw God. Ask yourself, if it wasn't God, go back to the English language when it began. Go back to Egypt. What was the word? What the letter G comes from? How did they put this word together? Because if it wasn't called God, what was it called? What is this thing, this vast, this consciousness? Because one of the fragments that God gave of itself was our mind, our logos. All right? And so study, get into the habit of studying before you walk up in somebody's life and learn. Okay, don't come up in here with wasting my time with nonsense questions. If you got the Gregorian calendar, what 2 months were added? Come on, that's low level of thinking. I want you to expand your awareness, expand your consciousness. Expand, learn new things, shift, set a new frequency. All right, learn how to oscillate, learn how to move different. All right, but most important, find common ground. When you come to somebody, when you disagree, let's talk about it. Communication is important. All right, how do I communicate when I don't have the words? What do I say? Education is important. All right, my mom. Thank you, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. All right, but listen, everything's gonna be okay. Listen, take that leap of faith. There are jobs everywhere. You could do something in computers. All right, technology and electrician. You got a lot of work here. You could take online classes. You could do so much here. Don't let the intimidation. Don't let I don't know if you had heartbreak before. Don't let that. We keep pushing forward. We just keep pushing forward. We are resilient. You are strong. Okay, you have the ability to survive in any environment. Remember the crab. Use that crab, the energy. The crab goes and travels 3 weeks. It leaves 3 weeks early. I don't know if you leave it in 3 weeks because you didn't get the chariot, but It leaves early, gets prepared. It has to go release the babies that it's carrying, especially the Australian crab, the one that you see in the moon. And it relieves. Oh yes, I need to take you do. And it releases those babies when the tides are really low so it don't get carried away. Because it'll drown. It forgot how to swim. So listen, please educate yourself so you can understand what the crab is telling you. You have the resilience. You could survive. Then it goes back to the cave and stays there because they got to protect the baby. Just imagine you going through and it travels through the town. It travels through golf courses. It travels to gas stations just to get there and to leave the babies. It doesn't keep the baby. Oh, this is why the cancers, they hold on so tight because they don't, it's just, oh, how important, how beautiful it is when you find out what the crab really does and what it represents here. And that's been here before us, hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years before we got here on this earth. And how important it is to stay connected to family. They hold on so tight. They want daddy and mommy to stay together, and daddy and mommy are fighting, and it causes them so much pain because they know something. Yeah, this is some powerful, deep stuff here. Come in with an open mind, but most importantly, believe in yourself. Have faith in all you do. Release that faith. Your reason once accepted something to be true. And you know that if you believe in something so immense, the miracle of our life here, because we're a miracle in this realm anyway, right? To be here in this physical incarnation. So when we understand life like that, we're like, wow, I'm so blessed to be here. Let me do the best I can. Let me understand that I'm connected to many, many other things, many other facets, that I'm a multifaceted in the universe aspects. All right. One of the facets is our emotional self, the capacity to experience and express emotions. That plays a significant role in our overall self. And when we embody that unity, that universal love, that oneness, that spirit of love, that 4-4, that miracle tone, when we vibrate on the spirit of love, there's doors that open. When we say yes, I'm expecting miracles today. I expect a great day. I expect doors to open. And those doors that are meant to stay shut, let them stay shut. Listen, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Arts, it's been my pleasure. I wish I had more time, but on Saturdays, I really have more time. I just like to come on here. Okay? The door's opening, baby, and walk through it. It's opening and just walk through it. That is the number of stability. That is when I'm willing to do what I have to do. All right. That's how I cope, how I manage with life, my friends, how I want to make it in this world, not for only myself and to take care of my family. All right. How to have that leadership quality. All right. All right. Good night. And amen. You got that right. Amen. Amen. And God bless everyone. Remember, we all connected. Nobody really know how we got here. When somebody could come and say, look, this is how you got here, then we'll talk. Then that means it's a whole different. Ooh. Okay. So study all you can. See you guys. Thank you so much, Art. And have a happy, blessed day. And yeah, thank you. See you guys tomorrow on Awakening Wednesdays is what we call it here. Me and my spirit teams. With that being said, let's sound off to the sacred and divine spirit of all there is. God bless you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you too.